Hi everyone, I'm here to talk to you today about BYOT, otherwise known as BYOD. It stands for Bring Your Own Technology or Bring Your Own Device. And essentially that is pretty much the idea that students can bring their own technology to school for use in the classroom. They usually have to sign some kind of contract, beforehand, and they access the school Wi-Fi, and that's how they get online. And it's typically like the Wi-Fi that they have in the computer labs at the school, so it's very restricted and they can't waste time gaming and such as that. Some of the advantages that I found during my research, the advantages are very similar to incorporating any type of technology in the school. There's easier grading for the teachers, which saves teachers a lot of time. They don't have to go home and grade papers endlessly. There's also a lot of variety that can be instituted in the lessons because they bring their own technology. Lectures aren't as dry and boring anymore. And also, let's see here, there's also software for different learning types that you can install on their device. Also, you can gauge performance without having to, do the whole blackboard situation where you stand up in front of the whole class, and, sometimes that causes a lot of humiliation. So, now that they have their own device, they can just kind of have that struggle alone, which I certainly would have liked that opportunity in math class. And also, a specific advantage of BYOT and not just overall, curriculum inclusion of technology would be that they are familiar with their own device. They know how to use it, and they're probably bringing it to school anyway. So, why not include it in the curriculum? And also, a lot of advocates say that it's really good for group work. I don't quite see that, but I haven't used it in a classroom, so I guess I'll just wait on that one and they can prove me wrong. Issues. Obviously, technical issues. As a up-and-coming teacher, I can imagine that you would sit in a classroom with maybe 30 kids, and, at least one of them is probably going to have some type of issue. I can't open this video, or my Java says it's out of date. I just updated it last night. And keeping in mind that class periods are usually 55 to 60 minutes, that would really be a problem to have to spend 20 minutes like configuring devices that either I wasn't familiar with, or like so-and-so has an iPhone, so-and-so has an Android, and I have to go and go into the different systems and fix them both. That would take up a lot of time. Equity. A lot of schools openly admit that if you don't have your own device to bring, they're not going to provide you with one because they can't, because of money issues. So essentially, even though the child will get more time in a computer lab, if you can't bring your own device, you're kind of, left out to dry, basically. Or that's the impression I got from the websites that I visited. They don't have it in the budget right now, so they're kind of just, the kids who can bring it are the lucky ones. The kids who can't bring it, they just get traditional instruction. So that's going to be a problem, especially in urban areas or poor areas, whatever. And the last issue I would think about would be misuse through like a 4G or 3G network, because I don't know what's stopping these kids from accessing a 4G or 3G network and just going and doing whatever they want, because I can't imagine that the school would have the power to cut off that kind of access. So are the kids just promising they won't do it, or are they limited in some way? I don't know what keeps them from doing that. So that would be a concern of mine, them just accessing 4G, 3G, and just doing whatever. In light of everything I've said, you can probably tell that my opinion's a little bit mixed. I see some obvious advantages, but also I see some disadvantages. And I think that a lot of the articles I read were kind of, rose-colored glasses. They were kind of looking at it in a very excited, oh, this is a revolution. They were looking at it through a point of view that's slightly biased. So I think that once it gets going in a lot of schools, they're going to run into problems and they're going to, have to fix them. So I just hope that the transition goes smoothly, and I would definitely try it in my classroom. Um, so I guess, since I've been rambling on for about 5 minutes, so I guess I'll wrap it up. Um, BYOT sounds pretty awesome, so I hope it, like I said earlier, transitions smoothly, and I look forward to it in my future classroom. Bye, everybody.